What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are unboxing another product that I've just ordered, which is the JLoneyPhotography camera Groundpod for wall level photography. It's basically a skimmer for wildlife and, well, wildlife photography, so you can get real low and stuff like that. So without further ado, we're going to unbox it. It looks like it's been wrapped in newspaper, which is something. So I've just got to be careful because I think, yeah, there seems to be a bolt or something in here. This is just paper again. Right, okay, so most of it is paper. I think this is the actual thing. I'm surprised. So packaging wise, it came in this box. It's fine. Nothing crazy. And what we can see is, take it out of there. Right, so obviously you can see that the Groundpod is very, very nice. It's 3D printed, so you can see that there's a few little blemishes and stuff on it, but honestly, it's really lightweight, and this little hook here allows you to just hook it onto your bag or whatever, with like a carabiner clip, which is great because I've got one just here. So I'll be able to just hook it on, like so. Just hook it onto my bag, and that'll be no problem. So that's great. Honestly, I'm really impressed with the quality of this, the way it's finished and everything. You can see on the bottom there, we have a bolt where the bolt will sit. So we'll take this little bolt out. I kind of wish it was a little more, the bolt was a little more, what do you call it? A little more, I don't know, like visible in terms of being in the paper with everything else. So we're just going to stick that in there, and as you can see, the bolt stays in there like that, and you can now see as well that it sits like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take my gimbal, and we are going to essentially screw this in, hopefully. Oh, sorry about the noise. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to... don't know. I actually don't know the best way of doing this, to be completely honest. Ideally... obviously the carabiner clip and everything's there. So what we're going to do... right, so that's now on there like that. And as you can see, that isn't going anywhere. So we can now move this about. That's perfectly fine. The only thing will be getting it off there if you do need to get it off there. But honestly, that looks great. I'll just place it down on the desk while I get my lens. Camera. And now, if I just tighten that up, you can now see that this whole thing is now attached, which is great, because if I do this now and I've got a hold of the trap thing, it's not locked in 100%. Like, I have not loosened it or anything, but if I loosen it, now you've got this really smooth motion on the Groundpod. And then if I loosen this other one, you can now see we've got motion up and down, and then side to side as well, which is great. And especially if you're low and you're on the floor, this is level. You can get right down next to the ground of your target. So that's great, because what that means is I can now, if you have a look at this, now we've got this on here, and I can loosen this and go up and down. And then obviously, as you can see, how smooth that is. Very, very, very smooth. Which will be great for video and everything else. So, honestly, I'm really excited about this. I think it's going to be a great addition. And as you can see there, how smooth that is going to be awesome for video, hopefully. So, in the future, we're going to be using this, taking this out in the field, the whole setup, and actually getting on the floor, getting down low, and making a video about it to show you with you guys how it actually is to use in the field. But honestly, the quality of this, like the actual Groundpod itself, and how easy it was to mount to everything, you just literally put the bolt in, spin it round, and it locks in place. And now obviously the gimbal is doing the turning, so it doesn't actually get in the way or anything, which is great. And obviously, as you know by, you know, the video I did on the actual gimbal head, we can actually very easily lift the whole camera setup up as well. So as you can see now, we've got it lifted up, so it's even higher than it was. So if I need to, and I'm on the floor, I can lift the camera up even higher than this, or I can have it as low as I need it to be. So whether it's at the lowest, or whether it's all the way at the top, I've just taken it off completely, but if it's all the way at the top like that, then I know with this setup that I have pretty much the maximum stability in terms of everything. And as you can see with the gimbal, with the Groundpod, it's going to be really, really good to have this setup just in general. And I think it's going to be able to fit on some of the hides, on the shelves in the hides, or some of the window edges and stuff like that as well. So that's going to be really good, because one of the issues I had with like my tripod and stuff like that was that you went to put it down, like on the actual, you would go to put the tripod, like, and bend the legs out, and you couldn't actually get to the camera properly and use it. Whereas this gives you a million different options now, so that's really, really good. So I can't wait to get out and try this. It looks awesome. And as mentioned, the actual quality of the 3D printing, it's really lightweight, it seems really heavy duty, and yeah, I honestly, even just moving my fingers along it and everything, it's really, really smooth on the bottom, so you can just push it along and it'll be completely fine. So honestly, it's getting a thumbs up from me straight away, because the quality of it, how smooth it is on the desk and everything else, like pushing it along the carpet, it's gonna do its job as it should. So hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.